go ahead and get started. It's already 6:34. On behalf of myself, Brian Newstrom, and Leanne and Chris, we would like to welcome all of you to Story County Administration Building. It's the first meeting of what we're calling the Grow Story County Committee. We're all very, very excited that you're all here and we're able to take the time out of what I'm sure is a busy schedule to come and give your input as to what will probably be the first of many meetings that hopefully will get some direction as we go forward. So thank you all for being here. And I think it might be appropriate for us to go around and kind of share what brings us all here, why you think you're here, or what special expertise you might bring to the table.
Just don't ask us what we would expect, though.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm finding I'm losing my voice. I'm Leanne Harder with the Story County Planning and Zoning Department, and I'll address that. I'm here kind of twofold. One, I'm very passionate about the initiative that Story County's brought forward, mainly due in part to Ryan coming and joining us from University of Iowa. And I definitely want to see it be successful and continue and be a jumping point for others. That's my professional side. My personal side, I'm a mother of 3 children. I know some of you have heard that spiel, and I want them to have opportunities to experience local food, whether it be in their diet or being in touch with what it means to grow their own food and understanding the lives and the implications of that. So I won't bore you anymore. I'll be note taking.
I'm Kevin Rennig. I'm the general manager and one of the owners. There's 3 of us of the cafe in Ames. And Ryan called me and I said yes. I guess that's the short story. It's a big part of what we try to do as a restaurant. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You mentioned a couple of things that come into play. And so anything I can do to try to help that process be a little easier.
Could you use Onion Creek, the farmers out there?
We do, yes. And as well as 25 probably other ones, but yeah, and they do a fantastic job.
You guys do a fantastic job too.
You have the best baker certainly in the county, maybe in the state.
That's what I got.
I'm Katie Heathcote, and I saw Leanne at a lecture with Preston Murray from Kaiser Permanente, and she announced that the Planning and Zoning Commission was going to be putting this together, and I was immediately interested. So I emailed her the next day. But I guess I'm supposed to be representing consumers maybe on this committee, and local food systems and sustainable agriculture is a recent interest of mine, but I have a background in ecology and particularly animal ecology, so I look forward to working with everybody.
Rich Pirog, I'm Associate Director of the Leopold Center at Iowa State. I've been at the center going on 19 years, and we started, go back to '96, I think we first started doing work in food systems at the center, and it's been an interesting road the last 13 years, and probably about a quarter of our budget, our grant budget, goes to projects in marketing and food systems. We're hoping to announce 18 new projects that will be in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully those projects will all be implemented if they don't cut too much of our budget. And but we're certainly very involved. We've put a lot of funds and resources into local foods and regional foods for the last 12, 13 years. I can still remember when we worked with PFI in that project. Boy, that's got to be at least 12 years ago.
Well, I can't believe
Well,
that was 99.
I was thinking 99.
Yeah, 3 of us and PFI worked on that
Yeah.
project. And so anyway, glad to be here representing the center.
My name is Kathy Strobing. I'm with the Hotel Restaurant Institution Management Program at Iowa State. I'm a faculty member involved in research targeting food safety issues as well as local food systems and efforts to incorporate those into food service facilities. I'm also the HRIM extension person, so I do a lot of outreach efforts in those two areas. And I've worked with this young lady for a number of years.
I'm Diana Weber. I'm food service director here at Nevada. And Nevada was the school, one of the schools that was with the pilot project for Kathy's, some of Kathy's research and Leopold Center and different organizations. And, you know, we do get apples from the Henrys out at the berry patch each year. I told Judy if Dean gets stuff going out there, we might even get some other things during the year. We'll see what all is available. But that time with the pilot, I think we had, what, 8 or 10 at least different,
Oh, yeah.
at least that many. But
Suppliers,
yeah, suppliers for it, but it's getting it all coordinated, that's the big problem.
Okay, I'm Donna Priskintis. I'm a chef and a food writer, and I think I'm supposed to be the PFI representative. I also sit on the Iowa Organic Association board and the Wheatsville Co-op board. And I just got a great bag of lettuce tonight.
Should have had you pick my stuff. That's why I didn't order anything. I didn't pick that.
Oh, well,
The lettuce is fabulous.
yeah. We're rooting for you here.
Hey, Donna, are you also on the PFI board now?
No,
No, okay.
no, I just want to be doing this for them.
Just representing everybody.
Mostly my own personal interests here,
Sure.
right?
There you go. There you go. My name's Andy Larson. I am the new employee with Extension. As of last summer, I am building a program in small farm sustainability. I'm based on campus, and I have a background working with Rich Barag at the Leopold Center while I was an MBA and Sustainable Ag student at ISU. I work with farmers, especially along the niche and alternative agriculture lines, and local foods is a very important part of the marketing and production aspect. We need more farmers, we need more people growing stuff that we're going to be talking about here. So it's a big part of my efforts.
I am Chris Corbin, and I am finishing my last semester in community and regional planning, specifically land use planning and maybe food systems planning, as you call that a new emphasis. I have some experience in farming. In vegetable farming. Last summer I worked on a farm in Seattle, and so I was hired by Ryan to help with their department and also facilitate this meeting.
We're introducing everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, Dean Henry, my wife Judy, and Mike, my son, have a berry patch farm 4 miles south of here. And we've been growing fruits and vegetables, and mostly berries, for about 36 years now. And market them in several different ways, CSAs, farm markets. We do just about everything except wholesaling.
I guess I could say a little bit about myself. I wouldn't classify myself as a food expert by any means. I have a background in planning at the University of Iowa. And actually after I graduated, before starting at Story County, sort of on a personal level, got into local food systems and looking at how you can tie that into planning. And got really excited when I did some research and found out how pretty much every single thing we as planners look at in terms of how to make our jurisdictions a better place to live. Food system is a tool. I see food systems and food systems planning as a tool to implement each